After 26 years on this earth, I've never been graced with the presence of Din Tai Fung.
Try new things, otherwise you get stuck with steak and potatoes. Hi, 我是沙白。爸爸今天没有要。For today's video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going on a dumpling tour here in Taipei. Now, this is something I've always wanted to take my dad to do, but we've never had the chance to do it. So today we're going to take you along as we go and explore Taipei through dumplings. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to start with the cheapest xiaolongbao that we can find and then eat our way up to the most expensive xiaolongbao. So when you think of a xiaolongbao, what do you think is the best? Like what makes it a good xiaolongbao to you?
I think it's a kind of thin skin and filling, you know?
Yeah. We just got to the first stop and we've seen a little problem already that to get to the restaurant, there's steps going up and there's no ramps around here anywhere. So we're gonna probably have to eat in the middle of this little sidewalk and we'll see how it goes. Today's dumpling experience, let's go! 在这影片开始之前，我想要感谢 Emma Sleep 的赞助播出。Emma 是德国品牌，不仅是欧洲销售第一床垫品牌，在国际上也获奖无数。今天想要跟大家介绍这一款 Hybrid 的床垫，它是独立筒加记忆棉5层混合设计，硬度神级。对于比较不习惯睡公主软床的 Eric，Hybrid 同时兼具支撑和舒压。它的床垫本身抗扰动让你不受家人翻身的影响。睡过了一阵子之后，我们觉得 Hybrid 适合习惯睡弹簧床，但是又想要有包覆感的那个感觉。Emma Sleep 提供100天免费试睡，在全台免运费，还有到付安装。使用我的折扣码 Elizabeth10， 粉丝专属全品项9折，不限金额和品项，还可以搭配官网的61855折活动一起使用哦。Let's get started with today's video. Okay, so it is 11:38. We just got our food, so we waited a complete half an hour for these xiaolongbao. I really hope they're worth it. This shop is inexpensive. There's foreigners like waiting up, so it must be famous overseas, right? Here is your black soybean milk. I don't know what the difference is, but I've heard it's really popular here.
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know what the difference
Cheers,
is. Cheers,
guys. I like that it's cold. It's very refreshing.
Yeah.
It's got that soybean taste, but there's something different in there, which I'm assuming might be like sesame because it's a little bit sweet. The xiaolongbao, the skin looks really delicate. Lots of folds. It's put together well. There is soup coming out of it, which I like. And it's really, really hot. So you can tell that it's cooked well and it's served fresh. Let's see.
I guess it's
You're gonna
special.
like that. No, it's not spicy. It's
special, I said.
It is special. It's hot, but it is seasoned to perfection. Whatever they put on there, they put the exact, like, perfect amount.
Oh,
Too hot?
that is way too hot. Burned my lip.
Sorry.
How did you eat that?
No, I think I'm a Taiwanese already, you know?
No
That's
hot
what they
soup on
say
your
about foreigners, you know? Is that the foreigners have a cat tongue.
Meow.
I have eaten a lot of like just normal xiaolongbao right by our house and I love it, but I think this is the best I've had so far.
That skin is just so nice.
So for the price of 7 xiaolongbao and 1 black soybean milk, it is 115 NT. So if we say this is 15, so one dumpling would be about like 14, 15 NT.
Yeah, but you can't buy one, can you?
Right, no, you can't. But I think these are really good for the price and I would definitely come back again. So I'm going to give this 8 out of 10.
I don't know what to expect down the road, but this is very, very good. So I'll give it an 8 too.
Okay, see you guys next shop. 这个地方 叫做梨园，听说他们的小笼包很有名。Since they're stairs, again, we have to eat outside. So I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna order, and let's see how long it takes, and let's see how they taste. So we just were about to walk inside, and I guess the worker or the boss, he was like, oh, let me just pick him up. And we're like, no, it's like 100 公斤 with the cart and him together, so there's no way. No. So 他们的服务的态度是非常非常好的，他们也很亲切，想要帮助爸爸，但是真的没有办法，我觉得这是比较可惜的地方。所以今天不知道几度，但热死了，然后还要在外面吃饭。
Eric already threw my face in the dirt once before. So.
Yeah, come on, Eric.
Did you take my filial points away?
You're in negative filial points. You got to keep working your way up to get to 0.
And after me giving this idea of having a dumpling tour, all my filial points are now gone.
Wiped out.
Out the window. Okay, so here we have our oyster dumplings. This for 8 of them is 200 NT. And here we have our shrimp dumplings. 8 is also 200 NT. So now I'm really excited to try their dumplings. We'll start with the oysters. Just looking at the outside, I really like the shape of these ones. They're a lot smaller than the last ones, but I like all the curvature, and I love the little, it's like a little flower on the top. That's so cute. Look at that.
Oh, so cute.
Let me try one just to make sure it's not too hot for you, okay? Look at the inside. That's got a lot of basil in there. Some oysters. You know what it tastes like? This is gonna be crazy, but it tastes like pesto spaghetti.
Pasta shit con pesto.
Whoa, okay. Look at the Italian with the hands. Eating my dumplings. You didn't think that was funny?
Yeah, I think I need to fire you.
I'm fired. Now hiring a new shabai that can also be filial to my father.
That's right.
Oh, he got the eyebrow raise. I saw it. I saw it happen.
You can taste the basil more than the oysters.
These ones are not as hot, but they were much faster. And I really like that because you get your food and you can eat it right away instead of like we waited half hour and then we waited another 10 minutes for the dumplings to cool down. But the taste of the dumpling is really good. I think it's interesting, it's new, it's exciting, and it's like a good break from that original dumpling flavor.
Yeah, I like the oyster.
因为老板说我们坐在外面很辛苦，所以他叫带我们喝这个乌梅子。哦，好酸哦！
Pretty strong flavor, but it's good. You don't like it?
Oh, it's sour, yeah. I think it cuts the grease after you have like an oily dumpling. So it's the perfect palate cleanser while we try our shrimp dumplings. Ta-da! This dumpling is loofah and shrimp. Okay, so first we're gonna try it with some soy sauce and then we'll try it with a little bit of Taiwanese kimchi. So look at that, there's lots of wiggles on there, which means there's lots of folds, which is a good sign. The skin looks pretty thin, you can see. I love having just a touch of ginger.
I like the oyster one better.
Really? I think the shrimp is much better, but I personally just like shrimp. I like the consistency and the texture of shrimp more than I like oyster. So I think this one's really good. I want to try it with the kimchi and see how that tastes. I don't really taste the loofah, but I like the freshness and the little crunch of the shrimp, and then added with the kimchi, with the Taiwanese pao cai, it makes it even better. It's really, really good with this. And it's spiced, perfectly seasoned really well, flavorful, delicious, definitely would come again. Okay, so what do you rate this out of 10?
Well, let's see, with the kindness and niceness, I give it an 11.
Really? To be honest, based on the flavor, I would prefer if the skin is a little bit thinner. I'd say 9.7. However, the flavor is different here because it's not just regular pork dumplings, it's the shrimp and the oyster. So I do think it's really refreshing and really new, which I like.
Gotta try different things sometimes.
Yeah, try new things, otherwise you get stuck on steak and potatoes. 我们现在来到了第3家，就是金鼎楼，在这边。然后这是爸爸唯一进得来的地方。This is the first one we got. This is crab meat flavor. For 6 of them, it is 210. This one is also the loofah, and it's also 6 for 210. And then this one is the one that I'm most excited for you to try. It's oolong tea flavored, and 10 for 270.
So is there meat in there or what?
I have no idea. I'm so excited to try it too. Is that the one you want to try first?
Well, we might as well since it's odd and unusual.
It smells just like oolong tea.
Well, that's good. You
Oh
know
my
what?
gosh.
There's a long tea one that smells like something else, right?
Right.
Unusual.
Whoa.
I guess it's got meat in it too. Did you like it?
It tastes just like tea.
Well, yeah.
This is not bad at all. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's not as soupy as I was expecting, but it is cooked really well and the flavor is super interesting. It's one of those, something I've never tasted before because it tastes like tea with dumpling. So imagine if you take a bite of dumpling and then just take a giant drink of oolong tea. That's kind of what it tastes like. So I'm wondering if that's where the inspiration came for this dumpling. Oh, it is meat. That's a really interesting flavor. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. It's like, 有点涩涩的. Let's try the next one. This one is the loofah flavor. See, I feel like this one has more of a loofah taste than the loofah one we had previously. And it has like a little bit of a sweetness to it. So there's shrimp in here. And then there's also loofah, but the loofah here is a lot more powerful, more potent.
Probably more loofah.
Did you like that one? Mm-hmm. So let's try the crab one. This is the one I'm most excited for because I love crab. I love
But earlier
lobster.
you said you were most excited for that one.
Well, I was excited and then I tried it and then it was not exciting
Oh.
anymore. So now I'm most excited for this one.
Thank you.
Cheers. Cheers. Mmm.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
I feel like with this one, you can taste the seafood coming through right away as soon as it hits your tongue.
You can taste crab anyway.
I think they mix the crab with pork. It looks like to me, I don't know. I like that.
Yeah, it's very good.
I think this place would be like a 7 out of 10.
Probably an 8. I really liked the flavor of everything. It had a really strong flavor.
To be honest, these ones feel a little bit drier, but the flavors are all really powerful, so you don't really notice. But it's very good. Like, it's something I would definitely feel like, oh, let's come back. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna finish up our meal here and we're gonna get to the next place. See you next time.
We're at Shingon Mitsukoshi at Din Tai Fung. We have to wait till the glacier melts to get our food.
我们现在是下午4点，然后我们要等大概40分钟才可以点餐。这是我们最后一站，也是我人生第一次吃。After 26 years on this earth, I've never been graced with the presence of Din Tai Fung. OK， 等一下见。
Okay, we are at our fourth and final destination, the most expensive xiaolongbao of today. How do you feel?
I feel rich.
Okay, 这里的小笼包5个要125. This is the regular original xiaolongbao flavor. They also give you a list of how to eat this step by step. So first step is to put some soy sauce and vinegar into your dish. I have soy sauce already, so let's add some vinegar. And then it says take a xiaolongbao and dip it in the sauce. Suggestion, try the original flavor xiaolongbao first without any sauce. So try your xiaolongbao first with no sauce. And then it also says, be careful, it's hot.
I've never eaten one before. I need instructions. It ain't that hot, but it's good.
It's good? Okay. Cheers, guys.
It's got the nice delicate skin, at least 18 little folds.
Definitely 18 for sure. 18, 19, 20, 21 folds.
Whoa, 21.
Okay. But you know what? This is really good and I really like the flavor. It's similar to the first dumpling we had this morning, but it's a little bit more dense. So when you're eating it, it's definitely smaller. So like I was saying, it's like that perfect bite size. The flavor is incredible. The skin is very thin. This is my first time ever in my life having Din Tai Fung, and I feel like a failure as a Taiwanese because this is the original, this is the OG street food that became a legend. We were just talking to someone outside and he said he's from Vegas and he made a reservation for the Vegas Din Tai Fung 4 months in advance. Okay, so now we have our truffle xiaolongbao. I've never had a truffle just by itself, so I don't know what it's gonna taste like inside a bao. And the waitress recommend that we try it without any sauce. So this xiaolongbao for 5 is 450 NT, so that's 90 NT per bao.
That's because of the truffle.
Yeah.
Truffle's really expensive.
Yeah.
Because I have to hire pigs to find them. Really? pigs find truffles.
Cheers.
That's a different flavor.
What did you think about this one?
It had an interesting flavor, a strong flavor. Nice juicy in there. This is good.
This is gonna sound bad, huh? But there is a truffle flavored potato chip that they sell at Costco. It tastes exactly the same.
Oh,
It's so good. It's surprising. It's like a new flavor that you've never had in your life before. It's so good. So we had to go back for the loofah shrimp because it's kind of been a theme throughout the day. This is the most expensive loofah shrimp dumpling that we've had today, and its price is $180, which is $36 per dumpling.
when you try it, you'll find out why.
Really?
It's delicious compared to those other ones, yeah?
Really?
This one you can actually taste the shrimp and the loofah.
This one has a really strong gourd flavor. That's interesting. You bite into it, you taste all of the loofah right away.
When I did it, I tasted the shrimp because the shrimp flavor was in the juice.
Ah, okay. Okay, so we just finished the last meal of today. We had so much fun getting 小笼包 all day. We went from the cheapest 小笼包to the most expensive, and we tried them all. We tried all the famous ones, and this was amazing. So, what are your thoughts?
I actually liked all of them. And my favorites, I think, were the truffle one
Right.
and the oyster one.
Ah, what made you like that one the best?
I just liked the flavor of it.
Okay. My favorite one is the first one, and then my other favorite one is this one here at Din Tai Fung. You know, it doesn't really matter about the price for me. I like that original flavor the best, and so I'm sticking with the original. I think the one thing that's a little bit sad is that my dad, some of the places he didn't really get to go inside and experience the atmosphere because he couldn't get into the place. But I think that we had a lot of fun and that the dumplings were amazing. It was a great experience today. So I'm so glad we did this. OK， 如果喜欢今天的影片呢，请记得要帮我们按赞、订阅、分享。然后想要看更多我跟爸爸的互动，或者我跟小 baby 的互动呢，可以去追踪我的 IG。谢谢大家收看，拜拜，我们下次见。This is what I've waited for my whole life. Is it good? Huh?
No, I don't like it at all.
Oh no! That's amazing.
It's awful.
It tastes like dark chocolate hot cocoa in a bowl.
But I don't like dark chocolate or hot cocoa, so I was looking for that milk chocolate taste, you know?
You're fired, Dad. That was so good.
Okay.
You're rehired. Don't leave me.